Okay, today I'm going to talk about ENTs, my annual checkup with my doctor. Been doing this for a few years now. As you know, I'm in my 70s, and who taught me about getting your ears cleaned once a year is an elderly gentleman. He was in his 90s, and he told me he's got to go get his ears cleaned. And what the hell does that mean? He goes, Rock, you got to remove your wax. And you know, he lived into his 90s. So I started it. I had my primary doctor set me up and referred me to an ENT. They're specialists for ears, nose, and throat. I had some problems with swallowing bread and a few other things, actually to the point where it was a problem. You know what I mean? But I ate too fast on top of it. When you're one of 11 kids, you try to get as much food as you can. In other words, you fight for it. So that's kind of what I went through. So that's what's happening here is I decided to go to the ENT once a year. And while I was there a couple years ago, they said, you know, Rock, you should get your ears checked. I thought that was for old people. I thought that was for people that needed hearing aids for whatever reason, like my father who's 100 that doesn't have them, but he should have them, okay? So I'm going to give you a little heads up of the way I was raised, which is prevention and moderation and so on. So I says, you know what, I'm going to get my ears checked. After they cleaned them, I trusted him. This professional was doing the hearing aid testing in the facility. And I got a little video that you'll follow up, my editor will put in here. And it did the test. And what'll happen is once you go through it, audiologic report. And here's my results. Pretty basic stuff. And after a year, it's pretty consistent. And at my age, 71, there's all different types of hearing aids that they'll offer and so on, if you need it, if you don't need it, and so on. But believe me, you're going to need it as you age. And so I had to make a decision, or I made a decision, and last year I actually purchased them. And I went with, I believe, a high-tech company. It's got an app and so on, out of Minnesota, which is, to me, indicates high-tech. It's called Starkey, okay? It's called Starkey. And they fitted them for me and so on, and I decided to wear them. So I got them in. Right now, you probably can't tell. And I really don't want to. The big issue here is they really do improve your hearing as you utilize them. And I don't utilize them that much because it's bothersome, because I put my sunglasses over them. But you can't tell, right? You can't tell. You can see here. They're yellow, they're silver. Match my hair, gray, silver. But I have a great audio professional that helped me select them, taught me. It's basically a process. They do some testing. They bring in multiple providers, and then you have to make a decision if you're interested. Now, price range, you know, a year ago was about $4,000. And I believe Medicare, there was like a refund or something like that. So I think there is some type of, not the full thing, but there's a benefit, a refund associated with my insurance companies. I have Medicare and I have a supplement. So I just want to let you know that, you know, this is part of my routine, and it's about health. And my dad's 100. My mother passed away at 94. She had hearing aids. She had high tech, but she never wore them. I don't think she wanted to listen to my father, so she always so-called made up an excuse that she lost them. There was always one that she'd lose, just one. And my dad would go nuts because he had to have to replace it. And she never wore them anyway. So that's what I remember. So, and my dad, he won't even take the shot. There's a lot of vanity, a lot of pride, but he's got that TV on as high as it can go. So I'm sure he's bothering the whole community and where he lives. It's an independent living facility. It's kind of cute, actually. You know, when you knock on the door to go visit him, it's blaring, okay, whatever he's watching. And it's kind of funny because he'll watch the news, he watched politics, he watched the stock market, he still reads, he gets Barron's, he gets Wall Street. What's another thing that... watch football. He likes football. He's a Minnesota Viking fan, which shocks me. But while he was in Florida, he was a Dolphin fan. Not as much baseball. He's born and raised in Chicago, so he would lean towards the White Sox and the Cubs, mostly the Cubs. And but he was in Minnesota for, God, it would be 80 years, basically, So anyway, I just want to let you know that, it's someday that day may come. And I just want to give you a heads up that I never thought that I'd be looking at hearing aids. Now, I did bring my mother in multiple times, and there's so many different providers. You got to be careful, which one you go to. And I'm very selective. I do my research before I make an impulsive decision. But, you got to trust these people. You got to trust who you're working with, and there's a referral, and there's got to be chemistry between those people. So I just want to let you know that I might use them. I got them in now. I'm talking to you, and, there was other options, less cost and so on. But I'm just giving you a heads up that someday it will come, And that's where money comes in. If you got some money, down the road, as you get older, it's always good to take care of your health. You got your ears to take care of. You got your cataract issues. You got teeth issues. There's a lot going on, man. And this is all up and above Social Security, So you always got to have some money some way. So I'm just going to try to mention to you, you got to save. You got to save and be prepared to take care of your health. Okay, so this session basically is on hearing aids that I selected Starkey with research. There's an app. The other thing is you get chargers. That's what I got. You got this is all USB charged. So I got two different ways of doing it. I got a portable version, and I have an at-home version. So you keep it light, And I was always worried about, I shouldn't say worried, upgrades. What type of upgrades are they going to have? Are they staying on top of technology? Are there any new technologies coming out and so on? And I trusted Minnesota, because I know there's a lot of high tech. They've been around a long time, and that's about it. So I'd say annually, especially after Social Security, but Social Security will handle the ENT, or I should say the Medicare. Once you get Medicare, you could go in. It's an annual thing, and it's prevention too. And my ENT is really good because he checks everything out, and I feel really secure around him. The cleaning of the ears is kind of weird because I've had different options. I started out with, let's say, oil or, some type of over-the-counter type bullshit that I didn't like. And then I tried what my primary, they used water. It's almost like a jet going into your ears, and it's weird, man. And it's provided by, in my mind, somebody that's not licensed. It just happens to clean your ears with water, And it's like, it's not only painful, there could be a problem. My ENT is probably in his, 60s, late 50s, early 60s. He gets in there with like a jerry rig and he just cleans them out. And you can tell the difference. Seriously. Then I went over to take my exam, my audio exam. It hasn't changed much over the last year, which is thankful. And then it's probably about an hour exam, all in all. And she's trying to get me to wear them. And it's kind of weird, you know what I mean? I think it's just a feeling, So, but, and to be honest with you, she told me that it doesn't improve your hearing. It doesn't prevent damage or whatever. It just basically helps the volume, and there was no decline over the last year without wearing them. But you know what? If it helps, it helps. I did ask her, the ages, because I felt like in my 70s I was the youngest guy in the reception room. And don't wait till you're 90. Don't wait till these times, because it'll be like my mother. It's really initially uncomfortable, and I don't think she cared. So, and it's different today. You know what I mean? So, I think it's more of a pride, vanity thing, because I'm even thinking that way. Am I an old man? But look at this. You could hardly see it, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I think the big thing here is just go in, no matter what age. No matter what age, check. And the reason why I was referred there, the ENT, was because I was having a swallowing issue. I also have a vertigo episode, or such as a vertigo. I don't know what they call it, but it wasn't always the same thing. But so he checked everything: my nose, my mouth, he checks around your throat. That's what they do. ENT, you see, ear, nose. I got a big one, you see, and throat. And I'll tell you, when you walk out of there saying, "See you next year, Rock. Look, everything's good." It's good shit, man. So God bless you, and I hope this helps. ENT's a good thing, and prevention. And I like analytics. I like to know exactly where I stand. And when they say negative and normal, that's good. Negative and normal is good. Decline, but it's going to happen as you get older. So I just thought I'd give you a heads up. I'm going to do some videos on, some of the things that I worked on, as I got older, because I traveled so much and so on, and I saw my parents, let's face it, get older, and there was decline. It's an issue, man. I got aches and pains too. So I try to do the annual exam, be careful, watch what you eat, get out. I'm going to actually go out right now and take a walk. And I feel good. But I thought this exam was really good. She told me to start wearing them. You know what? It makes sense, man. And anything that is common sense makes sense. You follow? So I hope this helps, no matter what age you are. But budget for it as you get older. It's going to happen, And you want they call that a quality life. You want a quality life? Well, you got to take care of yourself. It's just part of the deal as you get older. So God bless. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm going to be talking about other routine items that I have that might help you. Okay? God bless. Talk to you soon.